team in Johannesburg, Elof and Commissioner Street. I was then detained in Johannesburg Central Police Station, and furthermore, I was arrested as a result of my cooperation with the police, because after I received a call from the police on the 1st of April 2024, I elected to hand myself over to the police so that I be charged and appear in court. I'm charged with the fraud and money laundering and theft. I state herein that I have been informed by my legal representatives that the records of the bail application shall form part of the record of my trial following my bail application, and further that whatever I say during this bail application can and may be used against me during my subsequent trial. I intend to plead not guilty to the charges against me. I elect not to disclose the basis of my defense at this stage of bail application because I have a constitutional right not to deal with my defense during bail hearing. I made further that the contents of the docket have not yet been disclosed to me, so I have no details of the list of said witnesses as they have not been disclosed to me at this stage. However, even if they are disclosed to me, I have no desire to interfere with, communicate with, or intimidate them directly or indirectly. And if this honorable court wishes to impose bail conditions to this effect, I will oblige and comply therewith. Flight risk. I will stand my trial should the trial proceed. I'm leading a stable life informed by all achievements which I have, including my academic qualifications and employment activities. I have emotional and family ties located in the jurisdiction of this honorable court based on the fact that my girlfriend and child reside within the jurisdiction of this court. I have furthermore the occupational ties located within the jurisdiction of this honorable court as I employ the area falling within the jurisdiction of this honorable court. There is no possibility that I will even think of not standing my trial. In order to persuade this honorable court that I should be released on bail, I wish to provide additional testimony of Section 6 of the Act of 1957. At Section 61, subsection 4, B, read with Section 60, subsection 6. I respectfully submit that the facts set out above support my quotation that I do not constitute a flight risk. I have one passport and I have already surrendered my passport to the police. I'm not in possession of any other travel documents and undertake not to apply for assignments pending the finalization of my trial. I will raise substantial amount in an amount of 25,000 rand to post as a bail, which is substantial to me in the way that it does not pose as an incentive that I can easily forfeit it and abscond. At Section 64C, read with Section 60, subsection 7 of the Act. I have no knowledge of any evidentiary material which may exist with regard to the allegation leveled against me, and further that in no way can I have access to any evidence that a state may wish to use during trial. In any event, I believe that whatever such evidence may be, it is in possession of the police. It is safely secured and I do not have access thereto. I undertake not to interfere with any further investigation. I'm not sure which witnesses the state will rely upon in order to attempt to prove its case against me. Nonetheless, I undertake not to communicate with any witness, whoever he or she may be, any other persons whose names may appear on the list of said witnesses to be provided by the state. My continued incarceration can only prejudice me and create no benefit to the state, as set forth in the above provisions are not likely to be infringed. add section 64A, read with section 60, subsection 8, capital letter A. I respectfully submit that should I be released on bail, my release shall not disturb the public order or undermine the proper functioning of the criminal justice system. Other factors to be considered. I own the following assets: property located at Unit 2470 Beckerlin Avenue, Dresden, with estimated value of 6,500,000, and a plot located in Pretoria with estimated value of 8 million. I'm ready to comply with reporting conditions. This honorable court is to impose such conditions, and my nearest police station is Dresden Police Station. In conclusion, if I be released on bail, I will not jeopardize the safety of the public or any particular person or my safety, nor will I commit an offense while I'm released on bail. Not attempt to invade my trial, and I will come to court on the dates directed by this honorable court until my matter is finalized. I will not attempt to influence witnesses or conceal nor destroy evidence. I will not undermine or jeopardize the proper functioning of criminal justice system, including bail system. Wherefore, I pray that I be released on bail with such conditions which this honorable court may deem appropriate to impose, as my respectful submission is that the interest of justice, after consideration of prejudice and balancing of respective interests, allow that I be admitted to bail. Therefore, I have discharged the honors that I be released on bail. Your Worship, I have already the affidavit, Worship. I wish that it be accepted as an exhibit, Worship, and that will be our case, Worship, as the purposes.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Moema, can you please rise? Did you understand the contents of the affidavit read on record?
Yes, sir.
Do you confirm contents thereof?
Yes, sir.
You may be seated, sir. The affidavit of applicant number 1 is marked Exhibit 8. That is the applicant's number 1's case. Am I right, advocate? Applicant's number 1's case is closed.
Yes, Worship, that is the applicant number 1 specification.
I'll move to the attainder of accused number or applicant number 2.
Please, the court, Your Worship. Worship, we will be proceeding by way of I beg to leave to hand up the original, Your Worship.
You may do so. You can proceed reading your.
Thank you, Your Worship. In the Regional Court for the Regional Division of Gauteng, held at the Specialized Commercial Crimes Court, case number SCC 15 of 2020, in the matter between the state and Trevor Machimani being the applicant. Affidavit in support of bail application. I, the undersigned Trevor Machimani, do hereby make oath and state this way. I am the applicant in the above mentioned matter, an adult male person aged 39 years, with identity numbers 850303 5958086. I reside at 4297 Puppet Waterfall Country Estate, together with my wife. I am the applicant in this matter. Unless otherwise stated or appears from the contents thereof, the facts contained herein are all within the scope of my personal knowledge and are, to the best of my knowledge, true and correct. Where I make legal submissions, where I make submissions of legal nature, these are made on the advice of my legal representative, advice of which I accept as correct. I was arrested on the 11th day of April 2024 and was charged with fraud and money laundering. The matter falls under Schedule 5 of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977. I do not have any pending cases against me, no warrant of arrest, and no previous conviction. I can confirm that the charges that I'm facing have been explained to me and confirm that I understand the same. I have also been advised of the fact that the evidence that I had used during this application may be used against me during the trial of this matter. I further confirm that I have been advised of the minimum prescribed sentence that has been legislated in respect of this offense and that I am facing. I have been advised further that in respect of the matter that results under Schedule 5, I have the duty to show that the interest of justice permits my release from bail. I advise that having regard to what is stated and based on the facts dealt with, that I have been given an opportunity to adduce relevant and pertinent evidence so as to discharge the honors that I bear. In amplification of my application to be released on bail by this honorable court, I will place the facts set out herein under before the honorable court for due consideration. I have structured my affidavit as follows. I will first deal with the personal circumstances, secondly my arrest and merits of the state case. Personal information: I am a South African citizen who was born in Zanin and my parents still reside there. My date of birth is the 3rd of March 1985. I am married since 2009. I have one minor child who is 14 years old, who is attending school. I have strong emotional ties within the country as my parents, siblings are resident within the country. I do not have any relatives outside the borders of the Republic of South Africa. I have a passport, but same has been handed to the investigating officer. Employment: I am currently self-employed at Dynamic Synergy Pty Ltd and earn an average income of 45,000. My current regular clients are Bridgestone and Scania. I provide management consulting and auditing services. My income fluctuates depending on the business in a particular month. I was previously employed by NEMPAC as a strategy manager and at Kevo as an acting chief operating officer. My wife is employed at Netia Private Equity as an investment executive with a net income of 60,000. Myself and my wife are jointly responsible to support our family. Where we reside, we pay an amount of 37,000, monthly grocery of 7,000. The school fees of the minor child is 110,000 per annum, which include accommodation costs at school. If I am to remain incarcerated, I stand to lose my job. My wife and child will lose the financial support I provide to them. I also take care of my parents who are pensioners. An asset: the immovable property that we currently reside in, household furniture, motor vehicle, electronic equipment, which I can estimate at 500,000. Charges, merit and factual background. I was called by the investigating officer to come to his office at Elof Street in Johannesburg on the 9th April 2024. I went over to the office where he explained to me that I am a suspect in this case. I indicated to him that I am prepared to make a statement. We agreed that I should return to the said office on Thursday, the 11th day of April 2024, and I had a draft statement. Whilst I was there, a person, in brackets later to be known as accused number 3, also came. It was then where I was arrested and detained together with my main person. I have been advised of my rights in terms of Section 35 of the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, Act 108 of 86, and more specifically that I have the right to remain silent with regard to the merits of this matter for purposes of my application to the release of bail. I wish to state emphatically that I am not guilty of any wrongdoing, and I contend that I have a bona fide defense and I will be acquitted. I am aware that I have the right to remain silent, but however, I wish to submit as follows. I have known the first accused since 2018. He informed me that he is employed at KPMG as an IT manager. In 2019, he informed me that he has resigned and that he is currently into mining business, also trying to coal around Mpumalanga. He was also interested in my
There's
business.
no clause. That paragraph, I don't see clause. We became,
Ma'am.
and you omitted clause. Don't insert, it's fine. Otherwise, I'm not going to consider that affidavit.
Excuse me.
I understand what you intended to mean, but just read as it is.
Excuse me. And that we could expand the business. In 2019, we attended various meetings seeking opportunities, but same did not yield any business. In 2020, I decided to focus on my business. We kept communicating and became close. He requested my company profile to attend other businesses. I acceded to the request because of the relationship. He also asked for my invoice template, to which I acceded. He would every now and then send me requests for quotations and request me to assist to look for different items. All this information is contained in my phone. Money will be paid into my account. He informed me it was for service rendered. He would tell me how much to his account. This went on for some time till my net bank account was frozen. When I approached the bank, they informed me that there were fraudulent activities in my account. I was not aware of this being unlawful. I was not even that accused number 1 was again employed by KPMG. Last I knew, he had resigned. History of antisocial behavior and previous convictions. I have no previous convictions. Submissions regarding factors to be considered when deciding bail, whether bail should be granted. Considerations in terms of Section 64A to E. Section 64A, danger to the public or individual safety. As it is evident inter alia from my past conduct, the fact that I do not have any previous conviction whatsoever, I do not pose any risk to the safety of the public in general or the safety of any specific individual. Section 60 sub 4B, likelihood of evasion of trial. On the contrary, I have every reason to remain in South Africa to stand trial. Now that the state will succeed in establishing my guilt on the charges, I further submit that the fact that I was not evading my trial is further supported by what is set out in the affidavit. Fleeing is not an option to me. I submit that there is no likelihood that if released on bail, I will try trial. This is also illustrated by my cooperation with the members of the South African Police Services. Section 64C, interference with witnesses or evidence. I know the identity of the state witnesses. I furthermore wish to submit that after having been informed of this alleged offense in April 2021, should I beg leave to make an amendment there and ask that to initial.
You can't amend it now. You'll address me when you
I'll do so.
on that probably on your omission or something that has not been properly
Has been
reported.
reported about this. I have not directly or indirectly threatened them. I do not know the whereabouts of any evidence which is used by the state in trial of this matter. I first submit that there is no evidence and therefore no likelihood that if I am released on bail that I would interfere with witnesses or evidence. I nevertheless undertake to continue not to interfere with any state witnesses. Section 64D, jeopardy to the function of the criminal justice system of the bail system. I submit that I did not supply the investigating officer in this case with any false information pertaining to my arrest. I furthermore submit that neither did I supply the Honorable Court with any false information pertaining to the application. I therefore submit that there is no likelihood that if I am released on bail, I will jeopardize the proper function of the criminal justice system and or the bail system. Section 64E, exceptional circumstances which may lead to undermining public order or peace. I respectfully submit that no legal basis exists to allege that my release on bail may lead to the undermining of public order or peace. Section 60 sub 9, weighing the interest of justice against my right to personal freedom. I submit that my incarceration awaiting trial will jeopardize me in the extreme, in that I'm likely to stay in custody for a lengthy time, pending the finalization of all the pre-trial proceedings and the trial itself. I undertake to attend at court on every postponement hearing, pending further investigations for the trial of this matter and the trial that may ensue. I submit that if incarcerated, I will undoubtedly suffer serious financial loss because of that. I will not be available to attend my employment, family responsibilities, and social commitments. My financial loss, should I continue to be incarcerated, will be irreparable and far-reaching adverse consequences on me and my family. I submit that my incarceration and continued detention pending trial will not be in the best interest nor in the best interest of justice. I will also be separated from my wife, child, family without recourse. I have given my full cooperation to the state and will do so. I handed myself to the police. Wherefore, in the circumstances, I most humbly beg of this honorable court to consider my application favorably and to pay it as requested. I can afford an amount of 3,000 rand. I will not object if any bail conditions are imposed or even to report to the nearest police station. That's signed by the applicant and duly commissioned.
Thank you. Applicant number 2, may you please rise, sir? Did you understand the contents of the affidavit that was read by your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you confirm the contents thereof?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. May be seated, sir. Yes,
That's my application.
thank you, sir. The affidavit of applicant number 2 is marked Exhibit B, and the applicant number 2's case is closed. You can move your application, sir.
Thank you, Ship. They say simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. These are described my affidavit. My beg you, same Ship, as I continue to read the copy of Ship,
Yes,
and as
sir.
it fits in our Ship. Copy this. It is. It reads as follows. I, the undersigned Libukhang Daniels Budu, hereby declare as follows. I'm the applicant above mentioned matter and other male age 36 years with the following personal particulars. Date of birth, the 20th of February 1988, identity numbers 88022055670085. Citizenship South African. I resided number 6660, extension 21, Mahube Velu in Mamelodi East. My postal address is the same as above mentioned. I consider the charges that I face specifically in money laundering and it's a Schedule 5 offense as explained to me by my legal representative. This therefore means I have to adduce evidence that's in the interest of justice that I should be released on bail. Section 6011B, I also submit that the function of the court is to assess the prima facie strength and or its weakness of the state's case and not to make a professional finding of guilt or innocence. The state is presenting a case which is lacking in detail or persuasion that this court cannot express even prima facie view, strength or weakness, and therefore I should receive the benefit of the doubt. Section 64, I will not endanger any person in particular the public as a whole. I have no previous conviction. I have no pending cases against me, nor outstanding warrants of arrest. I was never before released on parole. I do not have any protection or against me, neither do I have any domestic relationship with the complainant herein. I do not have any propensity to commit crimes of violence and or of any nature. Section 64B, which is personal circumstances. I was born at Mamelodi. Schooling, I have a diploma in traffic management. Marital status, I've been married since 2010. Dependents, I have 4 children aged between 19 and 4 years old who all rely on me for financial support as my wife is currently back at school and has no income. Community involvement, none. Employment history, I'm employed as a traffic officer at a Metro Police Department with an income of about 14,000 Rand a month. Assets, I have movable property worth about 800,000, which is a bonded house with First National Bank, wherein I currently reside. I also have movable assets, movables worth over 200,000, which are my car, clothes, furniture, electronic equipment, and other personal belongings. Travel, I have a passport that I already handed over to the police, but I do not have outside the Republic of South Africa. This therefore reduces any flight risk I may impose. I submit that another person could easily forfeit any bail money. I submit with respect that there is no likelihood of me evading trial. I have a reasonable and bona fide defense and have no reason to evade this matter. Section 64 says I also submit that there is no evidence to suggest that if released on bail, I will attempt to influence, intimidate, or interfere with state witnesses. I do not have access to any evidentiary material which is represented at court during trial. Moreover, nothing to suggest that if released on bail, I would or could conceal or destroy any evidence. I will abide with any bail conditions the Honorable Court may deem appropriate. Section 64D, I have not knowingly, intentionally, or deliberately supplied false information to the police. In contrary, I have cooperated with the police at all relevant times. I have never before failed to comply with bail conditions. I will not undermine the objectives of proper function of criminal justice system, including the bail system. Section 64E, I submit respectfully that my release will not disturb the public order or undermine public peace or security, nor do I fear for my safety should I be released. Section 60, subsection 9 of the Act, I did not commit this crime. I denied allegations against me. I was shocked when I was called I received a call from an investigative officer to say that I'm linked to this crime. I immediately arranged to meet with him and I handed myself over to the police on Thursday, the 11th instant. It is alleged that during the period of the 1st of January 2020 till the 8th of March, I committed these crimes of fraud and money laundering and already denied these allegations as indicated above. And my lawyer advised me that since this is a Schedule 5 offense, I have a right to reveal my defense or to remain silent. I choose to remain silent for bail purposes. Further, I have lived in South Africa all my life and my ties to the country are firm and unshakable. I have no other home and no other home than South Africa. I intend to plead not guilty to all the charges against me should this matter go to trial. I have never interfered with state witnesses and have no plans to do so when released on bail. I will diligently and religiously attend court on any date given to me by the court. Other than the aforesaid charges, I have been charged for any criminal offense ever. I now understand the content of this declaration and have no objection to taking the prescribed oath and I consider the oath to be binding on my conscience. Under such circumstances, as discharge of honors on me that it's in the interest of justice that I should on bail. Furthermore, I have 4,000 rand available for paid. Same of be paid by my wife. It's signed and dated the 18th day of April at Palm Ridge and duly commissioned. If it isn't order, my beg to our same motion for record purposes as a court business.
Can you please rise applicant number 3? Did you understand the contents of the affidavit read on record?
Yes, sir.
Do you confirm same?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That's the applicant's application, Your Worship.
Thank you, sir. The affidavit of applicant number 3 is marked XC.
There's a
That
court
applicant's
business.
case is also closed. Thank you, State.
Thank you, Worship. Your Worship, I'd like to place it on record that to read
You're not evidence.
the
No.
argument evidence.
Okay.
They had given us an affidavit on his first appearance. Our evidence was in answering to their affidavit. The same applies with accused 23 when they first appeared in the evidence to the state, to which we had responding affidavits. Even today, they have all changed their affidavits. I just wish for that to be placed on record. However, our affidavit containing the evidence previously given to us is because continually to close.
Right. Any objection from the defense?
No.
No objection, Your Worship.
Thank you, State. You can proceed.
This is an affidavit that's going to proceed using an affidavit compiled by the investigating officer, and it reads as follows. Affidavit in terms of section 60, subsection 11B of Act 51 of 1977 as amended. Given need of given in visa, set under oath which as follows. I'm a detective sergeant in the South African Police Service, appointed in terms of section 30 of the South African Police Service Act 68 of 1995, with personal number 7.2451-2, stationed at number 64 Love Street, Johannesburg, phone number 018705349 and phone number 076037878. I am the investigating officer of the docket code case 12 of 02 of 2023. The complainant in this matter is KPMG, South Africa, where the charges preferred against the accused are as follows. Your Worship, can I give court a copy to follow?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. This is the original copy to follow. The complainant in this matter is KPMG, South Africa, where the charges preferred against the accused are as follows. Accused number 1, Mr. Fidelis Moema, charges against him is £431 of fraud, alternative